The Canes went up to Chapel Hill, played the Tar Heels, lost 10 points, 41-31, now on a 2-game losing streak that never should have happened. I'm not saying that just because you lost Georgia Tech means you're going to turn around and lose North Carolina. I just think North Carolina was the better team from top to bottom. Tez Walker is that dude. Mario Cristobal has things to figure out. There is pandemonium happening in the ACC.
There absolutely is. And man, I just want to say, knockout job previewing this game when I had to bounce the other day. Wish I could have previewed it with you because I had some bullets lined up for Mario Cristobal in their direction. I just wasn't done with that Georgia Tech loss, and now obviously they're done with it because they've added another one since then. They're rewarded with hosting a still talented Clemson team with a lot to prove of their own. Look, this is an unranked matchup of 4-2 teams. If you don't think that Dabo is losing sleep over being 4-2 and unranked coming into this game, check yourself, okay? I wanted to preview the game for that reason because you're creating obstacles in your path that did not need to be there. And like you just said, the Georgia Tech loss, not even relevant to how much better North Carolina's playing than Miami had been, even if they'd won that game. Drake May with 273, 4 scores. He's going to do those things. He got the weapon that you just talked about in Tez Walker, who probably has the largest chip on his shoulder remaining in the college football season with the garbage that he went through. And I love this result. No unnecessary shade at this point to Miami, but I love this result for Mac Brown, Drake May, and Tez Walker, if no one else.
Yeah. Tez Walker, man, 6 catches, 132 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 of the 4 that Drake May threw. I also mentioned this name in the preview, Omarion Hampton. And I basically told everyone, you need to watch out for this guy. I wanted this guy coming out of high school. He is a stud. 24 carries, 197 yards, and a touchdown with a long of 60. He basically said, he looked at Miami and was like, I see blood on your face. Watch this.
100%.
Watch me whip, bro. And he did. He whipped. And you know what? I want to come back to what I said going into the preview. I basically said that I don't think Miami and the emotional context that surrounded them at that point was going to be something that they could overcome to find a win in Chapel Hill. I think you can totally erase what took place against that night against Georgia Tech, and I think you still would have gotten the same result. So I'm going to basically say that I was wrong there because I think North Carolina was just that good on Saturday night.
No, I agree. I mean, they are and listen, they're doing it kind of quietly as well because they're just ranked at the time of this game number 12. They've since moved up to number 9, roughly. They're just now scratching the top 10 at a 6-0 clip at this point. A team that is as balanced probably as they've been in the Mac Brown era. They did some really nice things offensively, 5 to 10 years ago. They're doing those things again. They're getting better defensively. That was another massive obstacle that they had to clear where they were winning shootouts, much like Tennessee's done at times for our Orange listeners. They're playing better defense than they played. They are super, super balanced and super talented offensively.
Yeah.
And it's quiet. It's really quiet because FSU gets the attention, as they should. They deserve attention.
Yeah.
But, there's this. It's going to be a year at this point where 4 teams might not be enough. I don't think we're looking at 12 here, but it's going to be it's going to be tough as we get down to 4 teams. And obviously teams are going to drop games that we don't expect. There's a reason they're played, but it's going to be a wild race to the finish here.
Yeah. You mentioned playoffs and Florida State and all that stuff. I really like how North Carolina's season is going to finish out. Hosting Virginia, traveling to Georgia Tech. Of course, this is a game that they dropped last year at home, and they never should have dropped that one. Hosting Campbell. I think they're the Mooses or the Camels or something like that.
Camels.
Hosting Duke. That's going to be interesting, but Duke is without Riley Leonard, still playing really well, though. Traveling to Clemson, and then traveling to NC State. It's a little bit of a rough stretch there, but I don't think it's anything outside that North Carolina can't handle. I would pay all kinds of money to see a Florida State-North Carolina ACC championship game, man.
100%, especially unlike the Pac-12 where we look, I'm gonna say it again. We got the preview of the Pac-12 championship game this week, and we don't get that preview in the ACC if it's undefeated FSU, undefeated, even if they have a loss here or there. We don't get that preview in the regular season. So I really, really, really want it to be that matchup. As of today, until this week, I'd have probably said I favor FSU by 10 points or so. That's a little bit closer for me right now. I think NC really, really is not getting a lot of attention while doing some really impressive stuff and fixing their flaws in the process. No reason at this point that they can't win a game against Clemson, even going there. Duke, look, man, I respect the heck out of Duke. Elko doing a heck of a job. They won the game 24-3 on Saturday with their quarterback going 4 for 12. Okay, they completed 4 passes. But again, there's no reason, like you just said, that they can't get past those teams, do the things that they do, and just get through those teams on the way to the ACC championship game.
Yeah. Closing this thing down, the over-under set for this game was 57. They did more than cover that between the two of them. I will say that Miami pulled their weight there. Carolina covered the spread. It was only set at 3. It was basically a pick 'em. I said 35-21. Your final in Chapel Hill, Carolina 41, Miami 31.